Hi, this is Vijay, and you are watching Focus and Blur channel. And today's topic is retirement park. Whenever we hear the word retirement, immediately we think of Florida. As many of you may already know, Florida is a state in US where many Americans go for their retirement, and there are ample reasons for that. First of all, Florida does not have any state income tax. It has pretty good law and order. It has excellent weather throughout the year. Also, it has many tourist places, beaches are nearby. Also, the overall cost is much lower compared to other states such as New York or California. And if you consider the overall quality of life, it is much better. So, the question here is whether we can replicate this model here in India. Now, the first question would be what exactly is retirement park? Right? So imagine an infrastructure where we have a bunch of residential buildings, libraries, open spaces, long-term care facilities, hospitals, tourist destinations. All those things combined together, we can call it a retirement park. Now, one of the first questions is why do we need to do this? Right. Now, imagine a scenario where kids are working in one city and their parents are residing in some other city. Right. So if we have this infrastructure, if we have long-term care facilities, if we have hospital access for the elderly, then even children would have that peace of mind that okay, our parents are being taken care of. So even if we want this or if you don't want this, my feeling is that if this is going to become an eventual necessity, then let's build the infrastructure, let's have the facilities. Second aspect here is definitely money, right? So when these NRIs come here and start residing here, or if foreigners are residing here, they're going to bring their money along with them, right? Whether it is social security income or whether these are their lifelong savings, they may want to have their investment close to where they're residing, right? So they may bring some of their money here in India and invest here. So it will definitely help our investment environment. The third point is about employment. And I'm not just talking about the construction jobs, but some other jobs such as tourism, restaurants, domestic help, long term care facilities, doctors, nurses. All these jobs would get created because of this infrastructure. And there will be some other jobs as well, such as lawyers, investment advisors. Now, fourth point is about the diversification of industries. Right. So, as you may already know, Pune is famous for its education industry, IT industry, automobile, manufacturing, defense industry. And if you can add retirement industry to that list, then you can see that the whole cradle to pyre ecosystem is created. For example, let's say you are born in this city, right? So we have an education industry for you. If you want some employment in this city, yes, then you can go to automobile, manufacturing, IT, wherever you want to go. If you want to retire in the city, then yes, we will have this retirement industry as well. So as you can see, this whole cradle to pyre ecosystem will get created right here in the same city, and that will definitely boost its growth. So essentially, we can have one complete solution from cradle to pyre in the same city. Now, second question is when should we do this? So in India, globalization started in 1991. It picked up pace after, let's say, 1995. Now, let's say a kid was born in 1975, right? He did his bachelor's and went to US in 1996. Now, in 2025, he will be 50 years old. Right? And in 2030, he will be 55 years old. So he's definitely going to start looking at his retirement options. And if we can provide him with a really world class option right here in India, then NRIs would definitely think about it and they would definitely come back. And NRIs will form the major clientele group for this infrastructure. Now, we will definitely have the foreigners living here as well as we go forward. But at least during the initial days, I do believe that NRIs will play a major role in this endeavor. So, we have listed some private sector to dos. First of all, we can see whether we can replicate the villages model they have over there in Florida. including open spaces, libraries, gardens, long-term care facilities, access to local hospitals, everything, right? And if we can build that over here, then definitely we do stand a chance. Now, I do believe that the other industries, such as tourism industry or domestic help industry, would flow out of this industry, and that will definitely generate a lot of employment for us as well. Uh, but we do have to ensure that their overall quality of life is comparable to what they get in Florida or Spain or Arizona. I've listed some government to dos. Now, first of all, we need land, right? So if government can allocate the land, then that's great. If landowners want to sell their land directly to the builders, then that's another option. Or if landowners want government to act as a conduit between landowners and builders, then government can do that as well. Or if landowners do not want to sell their lands, and that's fine too. So I've just listed this point as one of the most important government to dos because without land, this project will not happen. Now, second point is about foreigners. If we can provide them with lifelong visa or let's say 20-year visa, then that will remove one important hurdle from their paths, and they may actually decide to reside here. Third important point is definitely a pet peeve of many Punekars, and it's international airport. And now we have been crying for this airport for last 25 years, and nothing substantial has happened yet. So we do hope that eventually the international airport will materialize and will have access to more international destinations. The fourth point is specifically about Americans. Currently, Americans cannot use Medicare insurance here in India. It's a healthcare insurance. Now, if we can allow Medicare to be used for local Indian hospitals, then that would be beneficial for Americans as well because they will save a lot of money. Otherwise, they will have to pay out of pocket. So that may affect their decision making. Now, if you are saying that the Pune can be an alternative to Florida, we also have to see how Pune measures against all these points. Let's take the case of law and order. Right? So Pune ranks second in the cognizable offenses per 100,000 in India. So we can say that the law and order situation is pretty good. Weather is excellent throughout the year. It does not snow in Pune. It does not rain that much. As far as tourist destinations are concerned, beaches are nearby. Konkan is 3 to 4 hours away from here, so it does not take too long to go to the beaches. Pune is also centrally located within India, so if you want to go to northern India or southern India, it doesn't take that long by flight. Uh, if you compare the overall cost, then the overall cost is much lower compared to other cities such as Mumbai or Bengaluru. You consider the overall quality of life, it's much better. You also have access to domestic help, which can speak multiple languages, including English. So that helps as well. So overall, I would say that the Pune stands a good chance of being an alternative to Florida. And it's up to us to see whether we can actually go ahead and implement this infrastructure. So that's all I had about the retirement park. Next time, we will bring you another topic. Till then, goodbye.